I believe we're going to see a lot more vertical farming out there as we at Agrourbana and others start understanding the dynamics behind vertical farming, what we call the recipes, how certain genetics work with certain climates, work with certain nutrition, and how you, using data, you can start replicating the same results once and again. You'll become very efficient. You'll bring down costs. You will open your options of putting products out to market, and there will be a lot of growth in this market. How will it shape into different markets? I think we'll see a lot of differences there. What works in Japan will not be the same model that works in Latin America, for example, and it doesn't matter. It will have to adjust to the market dynamics in one place and another. But I believe there's a great future for vertical farming, and we'll start seeing rapid growth like we saw at one point with renewable energy. That inflection point will come, and I believe it will come sooner than later. We have the opportunity we brought on our board the former CEO of Latin America's largest brick and mortar operation to give us some insights on retail and how we can really make a category for what we're doing at Agrourbana in supermarkets. And he was explaining to us in a conversation that usually the behavior in demand for new products is that it goes slightly flat for some time, and then it has a huge inflection point, and it just grows rapidly as people, at some point of scale and demand that the slope of the curve changes significantly. I think we're very close, still maybe a couple of years of seeing that inflection point, but it's coming, and it will shape in different ways in different markets.
I love it. That's a very exciting future potential. Cristián, what are your thoughts on the future?
Yeah, I think that, CEA and vertical farming are here to stay, right? And you're going to start seeing, I think, in a timeline of 1 or 2 years, I expect to see some successful cases that they reach profitable operations. And that's going to be a big milestone that will accelerate the growth or the expansion of these facilities. That is a good signal for investors as well. I think that today some of them are kind of still trying to understand, to learn, and looking. I think that nobody will complain on the macro trends that we need to produce more food, and there is less arable land, and we need to do more with less. And I think CA here brings sort of an obvious case, right? But you have to have some successful cases that are being profitable, because that will mobilize a lot of resources to grow faster. And I think that on that path to get to that inflection point that Pablo was mentioning, I think that same thing will happen with the renewable energy. CA and vertical farming will reach field farming parity, right? And at that moment, I think that it's going to be the same with the energy market. All the new capacity built will be based on CA, right? And that doesn't mean that traditional farmers will disappear. I mean, we need them. We need to produce more food. But there will be a point in which it's kind of, like a fossil fuel farm, fossil fuels, like acid and the renewable energy or vertical farming CA. That's going to be where all the money will go.